Well, this time of year, a popular dance form tends to take center stage. But for one man, ballet is a way of life. NBC Miami's Carolyn introduces us to a 74-year-old who has single-handedly changed the way Miami experiences this age-old art form.
Yes, ma'am.
It's an art form as timeless as the dancers who express it. Every twist, leap, and spin telling a story. But this story isn't about ballet. It's about a man who dedicates his life to it.
This oddity in relation to your attitudes and manners.
Edward Villella is the owner and creative force behind the Miami City Ballet Company. With every wave of his hands and every tap of his foot, he teaches without saying a single word.
It's a passing art form, body to body, mind to mind. So.
His students just get it.
In class, it's like really, we all know what he wants, the combinations and everything.
And Edward's story is as unique as his teaching style, starting at the age of 8 in Queens, New York.
I got hit by a baseball, knocked unconscious while my mother was away with my sister. So she said, I can't trust you on the streets of Queens anymore.
His mother dragged him to his sister's ballet classes.
I had to sit and watch girls doing very poetic gesture, and I was bored out of my mind. And then they started to jump, and I went in the back of the room and I started flying around. I said, well, I could do this.
He had a natural ability, but society and even members of his own family didn't care.
My father was never comfortable with me being a ballet dancer, a son who wore tights.
But Edward stayed true to his talents despite the ridicule, and went on to dance with some of the most famous dancers in the world, like George Balanchine. He performed with celebrities like Carol Burnett. And just when he had hit the height of his career as a dancer for the New York City Ballet Company,
I was dancing at the White House, and I had a terrible pain in my leg.
Everything fell apart.
I went back to the New York City Ballet's orthopedic surgeon. He x-rayed me, he did all of those things, and he said, your career is over.
He was 39 years old, and his life was about to take a dramatic turn.
I told my wife this, and she said, do you think it'll work? And I said, I think I can make it work. And so she said, okay, let's do it.
He moved to Miami and started his own ballet company. He couldn't dance anymore, but he could teach it. And that's exactly what he's been doing virtually every day for the last 25 years. But perhaps more important than being an instructor to these dancers, he's a role model.
Well, I've been dancing since I was 5. So when I was in school, like the boys in my class, they used to make fun of me because I did ballet. Ballet is for girls.
Instilling in his young dancers that sometimes social challenges are far more difficult than the physical ones. And so for these performers, dancing for Edward is both a lesson in life and in art. Carolyn, NBC Miami Beach.